The Path of the Yoga Sutras by Nikolai Bachman. Part 1. Key Principles. Chapter 9. Isvara, the Source of Knowledge. Spirituality dawns when the intellect is silenced by loving devotion and reverential humility. Kirpal Singh. Science, philosophy, and religion often overlap, and yoga involves all three. It is a science because it presents knowledge of the physical world based on observation and experience. As a philosophy, it investigates truth and principles of existence, knowledge, and conduct. Finally, since yoga describes matters of a very fine and subtle nature, and is based on a theory of creation that involves an unchanging, permanent, divine awareness, Purusha or Atman, it has a religious aspect as well. Ishvara is described in the Sutras as a kind of Purusha, whereas Purusha is the individual soul embedded in our body and exposed to the activities occurring in our heart-mind. Isvara is its universal correlate, unbound and untouched by anything at all. While our individual Purusha watches and is entertained by the manifest dance of Prakriti, Ishvara simply exists. Isvara is the pure light of knowledge, the macrocosmic energy of omniscience that we tap into through our inner light of knowledge and awareness. Although it is conscious of all actions, it cannot act, but can influence action. Actions coming from the place of Isvara create beneficial yogic behavior patterns, samskaras. In any given situation, a broader, more informed heart-mind allows us to see the whole picture, understand all points of view, and then act for the benefit of everyone. For example, a general contractor who has years of experience and a wide range of knowledge can anticipate and avoid potential pitfalls that a novice would otherwise fall into. Isvara is also considered a teacher, and it can bring about transformation, just as a human teacher can catalyze inspiration and insight in a student's heart-mind by the transmission of knowledge. The Sutras state that Isvara is the original and eternal teacher, not limited by time. All knowledge learned in the manifest world ultimately sprouts from the seat of Isvara. This universal intelligence always was, is, and will be available to those who seek to understand the truth. Believing in something greater than ourselves cultivates humility. One way to prevent egotism, asmita, is to think of Isvara as all knowledge that ever existed or ever will exist. Then, whenever we come up with a new idea or create something unique, instead of believing it is ours to patent or exclusively use to promote our own self-interest, we can think of it as tapping into a bank of knowledge that was there all along. In ancient India, authors rarely ascribed their name to the books they wrote. They saw themselves as simply presenting what they learned from their teachers and life experience in a more understandable way, participating in the ongoing transmission of knowledge that belongs to no one. Surrendering and transferring the results of all action to Isvara, Isvara Pranidhana, is a powerful practice that can keep us from thinking we are better than anyone else. Many cultures and religions talk about the creation beginning with sound or light. Patanjali says that this original sound is a direct expression of Ishvara and therefore provides a direct link to it. In India's ancient tradition of yoga, this sound is Om. Ishvara is in a sense the meaning of Om, and by saying or chanting Om, we are able to connect to this divine source of knowledge. Om is the genesis of creation, and its sound is not random. Om is made of the three sounds, A, U, M. In Sanskrit, A plus U always combine to form O. A is made in the very beginning of the mouth, at the back of the throat, and U is made at the very end of the mouth, at the lips. So the sound itself causes vibration to span the entire mouth, which symbolizes all of creation. The final creates a hum that drives the O into our body. A mantra is simply a sound that has a specific effect, which becomes stronger as it is recited over and over again. The more something is repeated, the more powerful its effect on our consciousness is. Repeating Om links our consciousness to Ishvara and allows us to feel its essence. Repeating Om also draws our attention inward and causes outer distractions to disappear. Sound has a way of reprogramming the consciousness and dissolving obstacles, antarayas, like disease and doubt. Ishvara can be worshipped through a personal source of devotion, a symbol that links us to it. This source can be a spiritual teacher, a sacred text, a deity, or even science itself. In India's Hindu religion, there are many interesting deities to choose from. One that is broadly accepted as a universally positive symbol is Ganesha, the elephant-headed deity, representing abundance and the clearing away of obstacles. Belief in Ishvara implies that we have a faith in the divine intelligence, a whole that is greater than our individual self. The endless macrocosm's universality will always reflect the individuality of our limited microcosm. Connecting and synchronizing with the greater community, nation, world, and universe will keep us living in tune with the rhythms of nature. Thoughts. I deeply respect the divine energy untouched by the ever-changing world around me. I can connect to the pure inner light of knowledge by uttering the sacred sound of creation. I will endeavor to make informed decisions and understand all points of view. Exercises. Think of a symbol that represents Ishvara to you, such as a prophet, deity, or even a religion. Sit quietly and meditate on this symbol. Find out what sound began creation according to whatever religion you practice. If there is none, try using Om by chanting it over and over again, thereby linking to this universal light of knowledge. Think of the teachers who have influenced you most in your life. Sit quietly and pay homage to them, thanking them for passing on such valuable knowledge. They are each a form of Ishvara to you. End of chapter 9.